Hi and welcome to the channel. Today we're comparing the IM5 to the Tesla Model 3, both mid-range EVs in a growing EV market here in the UK. But what is the IM5? Well, the IM5 is available for the MG network. If you look very closely, you can see an MG badge on it. But in China, where it originates from, it's actually a brand on its own. It's owned by the same parent company of MG, and the idea is it's more of a premium EV experience. There's two models currently in the UK, the IM5, which compares to the Tesla Model 3 or the Seal from BYD, or there's the IM6. Let's go and take a look at the IM5. Well, is the IM5 just another Tesla clone from China? This, of course, also being built in China. Well, straight away, the IM5 feels a lot more premium than any other MG, and it certainly plays the value for money card. Whereas with Tesla's approach is, here's the car, and if you like anything extra, pay for the subscription. The Model 3 does feel a bit more premium, but the IM5 definitely gives a strong, I've done very well for my money card. So let's take a look at the design in more detail. So from the back here, I'm definitely seeing a bit of Aston Martin. Like all Chinese cars, they tend to copy design cues from successful European brands. From the front, there's a bit of Porsche Taycan about it. And also when you look at them from both at the rear and at the front, you can see there's very much an influence of the Tesla Model 3, even the roofline and the sideline. The IM5 just looks like it's been on steroids, and with a kind of strange kind of side banana shape at the side where the rear overhangs a little bit. It looks very sporty. It does, let's have a look at the boot. It does have a smaller boot. Can we fit people in the boot? Yeah, the Tesla actually wins on boot size. The boot size is coming up now. However, because this is a hatch, it lifts up a lot easier to load than the Tesla. So if you're at IKEA, good luck at trying to squeeze those parcels left and right to get them in. But ultimately it does take more luggage and certainly more space on the Frunk. I mean, the Frunk on the IM5, you might as well just not bothered, really. You probably get a first aid kit in there. If we look at the back seats now, it's got better headroom, area cabin, and less knees in the back of the front seats drama going on there. The Model 3 is perfectly fine for the average height adults, but it's clearly prioritised efficiency and low roofline for a better range. If you regularly carry adults in the rear, the IM5 quietly pulls ahead. So let's go ahead and take a look actually inside and give it a drive. Well, I love the way it just starts up there, and first impressions of sitting inside, it's very comfortable. The quality is very good. We've got a mixture of obviously on-screen functions and untraditional functions as well. You've got place here to charge your phone up. There we go, 2 cup holders. Some storage under here, great storage, although I'd struggle to get a big bottle in the side bins there, and they're not coated at all, so you might get some rattling noise from there. But generally, for the price, it feels very premium. Love the long display here, although sometimes this is a bit obscured by the steering wheel, depending on how you've got to your position. You kind of have to peer down to look at the speed, but this I love. It's a bit like I've got in my Range Rover, you know, you've got a centerpiece here for doing the ventilation sound, and it's kind of there. I like that, and I love this display here, so you can have your YouTubes and things like that. You've got in the center here, you've got a massive bin. It's also got a temperature in there, so if you wanted to keep your drinks cool, there is a dial in there that you can twist. Ventilation is very good. It's very similar to Tesla. You can sort of move things around and sync and so on. So yeah, it's there you go, move them around. It's very much Tesla, very much what you expect. Yeah, it doesn't feel as Temu as the BYD one did. I like it. The mirror is adequate, and yeah, the quality feels solid. You know, can't pull anything off on this, and the steering wheel is very, very comfortable. So yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy driving this. So let's take it out for a drive. Oh, one thing I've noticed is the lack of. There's nothing there. There's no storage. No. Nothing to open. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe it's me. Let me know in the comments. But I can't see there's any way of opening there to access more storage. But it's strange, isn't it? Why do they have to take things away and reinvent things? But it's definitely not there. Anyway, let's take it out for a quick drive and see what the impressions are. But all in all, I won't go for this kind of grey interior, maybe something lighter, but it's a nice place to be. It's well designed, very solid as well. So quite happy with this. Okay, so let's take it out for a little drive. Let's just pull out of my drive here. The first thing you notice when you start driving, a lot of beeping going on. So there must be some way to turn that off. But it's nice to have the controls on the right hand side on the steering column there. So what can I say? First impressions, it's better than the BYD Seal. Just feels a lot quieter, a lot more comfortable. Feels more in tune with the road. A bit like Tesla, really. I like the displays better. But the first thing you notice when you get in is you have to agree to a privacy policy. Maybe that's to stop China spying on us. But generally the screen is good. As I look out the back there, the view is appalling out the back window. I know I could probably put cameras on the dashboard to see, but it really is just a letterbox I'm looking at up there. Sorry, I'm being warned because I'm not looking at the road ahead. Yeah, it's definitely a comfortable place to be. The good thing about this as well is, I don't know if we can hook up CarPlay. CarPlay is not connected at the moment because we're connecting the camera, but the sound system on here is fantastic. Really is better than the Tesla. So if I'm driving lots of miles, then this is a very comfortable car. Soft padding on the steering wheel. The steering wheel, yeah, I've set it to light because that's the way I like to drive, but it is easy to drive and responsive as well, which is unusual for Chinese cars. You can bend it around the corners a bit. The acceleration do like this. It doesn't feel like it's from Temu like it was on the BYD. I like this unit here, so I can control easily climate and everything else from here. So I do think it has the right mix of screen touching and controls. A lot of people go, oh, I don't like controls all on the... I quite like it. I don't like clutter, and we're moving, you know, iPhone taught us that, didn't it? That, you know, clutter, you don't need all the clutter, keep things simple. Apple teaches us that. But generally, yeah, I feel like I could drive this for a long way. It's got the same kind of performance as a Tesla. It does actually feel more solid, better built. It doesn't feel like an MG at all, but of course it isn't. It's they've just stuck an MG badge on it to use the dealer network. Obviously it's owned by the same parent company, IM, but it definitely feels more premium. I mean, I've sat in some Audis that feel less premium. In all, it's we're going through a lot of floods today. It's we had a lot of rain, but it's handling these potholes, sort of gliding over them on a British road. Whereas in the Tesla, I'd feel every bump. It is like a flying carpet. Would I swap one for a Tesla? I really don't know. I think that the benefit of Tesla is obviously we're all waiting for FSD, which Tesla has better software, better over-the-air updates. It is like the king of the software, isn't it? Which is what Tesla's morphed into, is an AI company, whereas this feels like a car manufacturer that has got a bit of tech in there. I mean, there's a lot of tech for your money. But I can't say I'm not impressed. I think if their brief was to copy the Model 3 and try and make it better, I think they're almost there, apart from MG's dubious reputation with the software. But as I say, this isn't MG, this is an IM. It's just marketed in the UK by MG. So I'm not sure. I think I need to do a few more miles, but certainly it's livable. I'm not sure about that boot. I'm really not sure whether it'd get all the luggage I need, because I've used the Model 3 for going on holidays and things. But yeah, this actually does give you the smiles. It feels like it's in control of the road. The road is not controlling it. Yeah, I like this. It's not got the Tesla image, whether that's good or bad. Certainly doesn't have a CEO putting the world to rights, whether you agree with him or not. It's pretty much a faceless organisation, isn't it? But if I'm comparing this to a BYD, this is a lot of fun. And yeah, its quality feels amazing. Seat is so comfortable. Do you know what? I think if you have a Tesla and you're looking for change, and I shouldn't say this, but take a look at it and see what you think. It means Tesla really has to up its game a little bit if it needs to remain number one, because these Chinese rivals are coming in thick and fast. And I don't think it's so much Tesla have to worry, but you know, you like Stellantis, BMW, Mercedes, they really need to worry, because this makes a Volkswagen feel like last week's fish and chips. So it holds corners well. It's got the acceleration. It's well planted. Now the economy is averaging at the moment, obviously this is a test car, but it's averaging 2.8 kilowatts per hour, which I think the Tesla mine does about 3.3, but it makes up for it with a larger battery. So let's just try it out on a dual carriageway. See if we have a go at the cruise control. So the display on the cameras in front, yeah, as you can see, they're quite clear and crisp. Although the cameras seem to get dirtier quicker. But yeah, we're now on the dual carriageway, and to put it into cruise, first of all, you just put the driver's stalk down 1, and then if you want autopilot, which is where it will change lanes and lane assist, you do it twice. But yeah, that seems pretty responsive. I'm going to sit here and go down the dual carriageway very easily. Yeah, you could sit here for a few hundred miles in the rain, as it's raining now. No problem at all. Now, one thing I've noticed though as I'm driving is the display here isn't picking up the speed limits. So at the moment I know the speed limit of this road is 60, but it's saying 30, so that's why it's binging and bonging all the time. Yeah, so I honestly think this is a great car, to be honest. I'm still a Tesla fanboy at heart. The software just doesn't feel as good as a Tesla, but I do like the display layout. The comfort is better than Tesla. The room in the back is better than Tesla. Boot space not as good as Tesla. Build quality as good, if not better than Tesla. Charging network, that's where the problem lies, isn't it? Tesla is so efficient at that. But if you're not doing many long journeys, that won't worry you. If you're charging at home, probably won't worry you, because you are getting 422 miles of manufacturer's claimed range. So yeah, it's a tough one to call, but yeah, IM is definitely a brand to watch over the next few years, I think. And yeah, I'm enjoying driving it. So let's look at those EV stats. So in the IM5 Long Range, it claims to do 441 miles on a single charge, 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds, which tops out at 137 miles per hour. The Tesla Model 3 Long Range, that's the current one on the market, not my performance model here, claims to do 466 miles on a charge and 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds, and has a top speed of 125 miles, which is more than adequate. Tesla wins on efficiency, acceleration. The IM5 fights back with strong range and higher top speed. Not that you'll ever need that, officer. The IM5 may not be as efficient, but it makes up for it in a larger battery. Tesla squeezes more kilowatts out per mile. The IM5 simply brings more kilowatts with it, with the larger battery. Efficiency and real-world performance. This is where really Tesla earns its reputation. The Model 3 is one of the most efficient EVs in the world and one of the top sellers. Especially on the motorway, this is where you'll find the Model 3 sits pretty. So the IM5, if you value practicality, usable space, strong equipment levels without subscriptions, choose the IM5. Choose the Tesla if efficiency, software polish, FSD, charging ecosystems matter, obviously with their excellent Tesla network. Both in my opinion are excellent EVs, and out of all the EVs I've tested that compete with the Model 3, this has got closest to it. The Seal was just a bit too plasticky inside, whereas I think this wins on the same kind of practicality, space, but just looks a lot better and is better built and more premium. So really, I'm a Tesla fanboy, but that is the closest I've got to it, and I do like the design. It's growing on me. It's slightly wider as well. It's more comfortable drive, but hasn't got the same handling, hasn't got the same smiles on your face. But if you want comfort and cruisability, IM5 is pretty close. Yeah, can't deny the competition is getting closer to the Tesla benchmark. Anyway, that's just what I think. So please don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. And as I say, I'll normally say on the end of these, I'll respond to every comment. I hope you enjoyed the video, and stay tuned to the channel for more videos like these coming up.